Hello everyone, and welcome back to The Sims Medieval, where we are currently working, believe it or not, on repairing a pirate's rowboat. As soon as we found out that the order was submitted, and we will say, by the pirate queen, the lovely Sea Dog Casey, then that made a certain blacksmith that we have here want to jump right on top of that project, because he very much thinks that Sea Dog Casey is quite attractive, and he really wants to win her regard, and so far has fallen flat on his face every time the opportunities have arisen. So we're going to repair this ship, the order having been put in by her, we're saying, and probably end up turning it into one of her lackeys. I don't think he knows that she's a pirate, like especially not a pirate queen, but I think that he suspects that she's not exactly on the up and up of the law, not that he really minds. So there we go. After a lot of hard work, journeyman Smith Kierspin successfully forged a normal quality repaired rowboat and has been placed in his inventory. So let's go ahead and we're going to give the boat to this owner of the boat, who's some other pirate, we're going to say. You're a pirate? You look nothing like a pirate. But apparently his name is literally Pirate Dane. So okay, we'll go ahead and return that to him, and then we'll send a pigeon. So let's go ahead and maybe we'll even invite over. Let's see if we can invite over Sea Dog Casey. I tried to buy, and I'm really annoyed because I bought a very expensive sturdy loot on the hope that we would be able to play it, and we would be able to like try to enchant Sea Dog Casey, but it turns out we can't play it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and sell it. So annoying. And then we'll see if this pigeon that we have just chucked up into the air with all of his hopes and dreams, it's so cute. Look at the tiny little message that we have attached to its feet. But we shall see if this pigeon shall possibly be able to bring us Sea Dog Casey. And maybe there is something that we could buy from the market stalls. She says she's busy. Maybe there's something we could buy from the market stalls that could get the attention of the lovely noble lady. If not through winning her over with loots, then perhaps winning her over by preparing a fantastic meal for the stomach. So if we can't quite pull it off by convincing her to come over through music, then maybe we can buy some things so that we can make better food in the home and invite her over with food. That would be kind of interesting. So let's go ahead and maybe buy from the market stall and see what Lizette, our nearby neighbor, actually has for sale. So she has got a fiddle. Let's see. She's got some pigeon and some fowl meat and potatoes, more wheat, some apples. We'll buy a few apples. Maybe we could make like something yummy with those. And I suppose we'll just have to go back home then. Phooey. All right. Well, we have caught the attention, unfortunately, of many a fine noble lady who wants to come and see the burly blacksmith pound away at the metal that he has been crafting lately. But he hasn't been able to catch the attention of the lady who has caught his eye, Sea Dog Casey. Oh, and now we have caught the attention of Servant Gretty. Well, we're just gonna kind of casually ignore that. So we also completed some trading last time for the current quest that we are working on. So now we are going to try forging the badge, of trading. And I would actually like to try to stock some merchandise into this stall and learn more about the market stall. Okay, let's try to learn a little bit more about how to run a market stall, because it appears that we are actually able to make quite a bit of money as a blacksmith. And actually, honestly, it's the queen who is the most poor, ironically, out of everybody that we have been working with. I keep expecting her to be able to like get some sort of tax income or something, but it just hasn't happened, unfortunately. All right, so the market stall. Before you can open your market for business, you'll need to stock it. Initially, the market will be empty, so it is the merchant's job to visit the village shop or other territories to bring back the goods. Let's see. The merchant can click the investigate today's market interaction. I think that's the merchant's abilities, though. And then you can fill up the market stall with the goods, and then you can check merchandise. Okay. Then you can open it for business and you will get Sims. Sims will be inclined to buy from you if they like you. Before you can plow right in and ask them to buy something, try to socialize for a while. After you've gained a high enough relationship with a customer, the ask to buy goods interaction will become available on them. Use some of the special merchant skills like butter up or bribe to get your customers eating right out of your hand. A hero can buy from a market stall on the merchant's lot to get different selections of items daily as long as they visit during normal business hours. The blacksmith also has a small stall if you're looking for items of metal variety. Fantastic. Okay, so now we know I can sell to my heroes through the blacksmith, which is something very important for me to do in the future. Interesting. What can I give him? Can I give him like, oh, that's so cool. So I can sell things to my other heroes from the blacksmith's market stall and from the merchant's market stall. Nice. I'm going to remember that. All right, well, let's go ahead and try forging the badge of trading. Very appropriate considering what we just learned. Let's see, badge of trading right here. And then in the future, I would love to forge up some of these items. This is really cool. Basic staff. We should probably try to get a better hammer too. What's our current quality hammer? It's power 1 hammer. So we can try making a better hammer after this too. We're almost up to level 3 as well. All right, let's heat the metal. Almost there. Whoops, too hot, too hot. Dang it, not Sea-Dog Casey. A pirate-related fellow, but not Sea-Dog Casey. All right, let's see. Come on, almost there. I don't think we're gonna make it. Okay, let's try heating the metal a little bit more. And hammering away on it. And, ta-da! After a lot of hard work, journeyman Smith Kierspin successfully forged a normal quality badge of trading. It's been placed in his inventory. What can I conquer next using my blacksmith and trading skills? Buildings take tools and money, so maybe architecture is the next step. I should ask the monarch what she wants built in the kingdom. Oh wow, so we're really kind of trying to go up in the world, aren't we? Well, it's like 10 p.m., so I don't think now is a good time to try to go and interact with Her Royal Majesty Briar Rose. So let's go ahead and see if we can actually make a better hammer. That would be my next thing. So this would be power 1 and this would be power 2. So let's try making this hammer. Maybe we can make like a high quality hammer. And then there we go. Okay, hurry. Nope. Okay, over here. Oh, privacy? Ooh, we can make this room private? I seriously would be tempted to, except for the fact we might chase away Sea-Dog Casey now. And we're kind of secretly hoping that she'll return. Okay, we gotta heat the metal again. Come on. Come on. Okay, hammer the metal. No mistakes, or else we're gonna lose quality. And I want a really nice quality. Yes, excellent quality hammer. Fantastic. So now we can actually equip the hammer and we should now have a much better hammer, a quality 3 hammer instead of the one we were using. All right, so what else can we make? This is pretty cool. Expert paddles for skillful players, rustic paddles, more hammers, more shovels. We could make a great sword now. Cool. I think we could before too. Let's see, longsword. We can make the sword we're carrying. It might be a good idea to try making something fancy like that. So let's try making that and then we'll probably go to bed. Whoops, ah, dang it. I really need to watch out because sometimes the metal heats up really quickly. Ooh, are we gonna finish? Okay, well let's heat the metal. Aw, man. All right, we put it down to normal quality because I wasn't able to move fast enough. Eventually I'll get there. Okay, normal quality. And you know what? I think this man wants a new bed. I really get that feeling that he really wants a better bed than this rope bed. And yes, I know that's a required object, so we'll put down a new one. But I just really think he wants something that's nice and comfortable to be able to sleep on. And that means a much more comfortable bed. Oh, a marriage bed. My goodness. Extra room means extra comfort and style. If two Sims are fond of each other, they may deign to share the same bed at the same time, and possibly entertain each other if the evening goes particularly well. My goodness, quite scandalous. All right, this is interesting. So there's tents that we can put out too. That is so cool. Apparently they're bard-wise tents. And then there's also the Scraps and Dreams double bed. And there's the Oaken Dream, which is really nice looking actually. Very, very nice looking and gives you a ton more energy. Let's see. I feel like that's reaching a little beyond his station, but let's give him this really fancy bed with the excuse that he was able to purchase it due to, what's going to be our excuse for how he was able to purchase this bed? Maybe it just, a master carver used to live in this home, and so the master carver left behind this bed. That's what we'll say. All right, well, we just spent all of our money on a fancy bed, but you know what? Something tells me that's actually something our cursed blacksmith, especially because he wakes up cursed so many nights, very much approves of. And we might actually try buying him a better way to cook more food in the morning too, so that he can try making some of the pies, making some of the meals where we can serve more than one thing at a time. But I feel like we're really blasting through this quest too. So we might spend a little bit more time gathering up material. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's that dream again. Okay, well, let's go ahead. I think we're going to go with the one that makes us laugh. And we received the dry spell buff. You woke up feeling the need for some romantic companionship. And we sure do indeed have that feeling all of the time. We are really, really missing and having a hard time being rejected by Sea Dog Casey. Oh, and today we woke up cursed. Why? Okay, so we woke up cursed. We woke up feeling sad about romance. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. And we're going to try, here's a fireplace. That's a cauldron. I need like a larder, stone oven. So there's some other things, but they cost a lot of money. So I think we're going to have to just wait before we can cook a better meal. So let's make some food. Come along, my blacksmith. He can make a lot of soups, but we need better foods for the soups. Oh, and apparently we can make large soups from multiple servings, which is one of our goals, so that we can entertain Sea Dog Casey. Is that her? I hear a woman's cackling. No. This is actually Hillary the peasant, who I believe we may, as the queen, have given an ewe before, like a sheep, a female sheep. All right, let's go ahead and eat so we feel a little bit better, but we're heavily cursed today, not really feeling our best. Can we forge anything? Let's come down and check. An expert paddle, a crude shovel, a crude longsword. We really need more materials. So maybe I can go ahead and check the merchandise. Maybe put in some of our merchandise. We can sell the crude hammer, actually. And we can try selling this thing. And there's some stone nearby. So let's start collecting up some of the stones. There we go. And then maybe because we're having such a hard time and we're feeling uninspired, we shall even go and see what Her Royal Majesty might want constructed. Can we find a path maybe to the ocean? Oh, here's some rocks. I'm kind of hoping we can wander over to the ocean and maybe bump into Sea Dog Casey. Is she down there? Let's see. There's a child over here, Jeanette the urchin. Let's see. Oh, this is Aaron and Fashionista Jerome. And then there's this big pirate boat. I don't think there's anything else we can interact with over here, unfortunately. So where could Sea Dog Casey be? This is kind of difficult. Having to cope without her. It's very hard. He's surprisingly romantic. I wasn't expecting on having somebody who's so obsessed with romance, but here we are. All right, and we'll come up and we're going to go ahead and pay our taxes because that is one of our jobs today. I guess the benefit of having somebody who can make a ton of money through being able to craft a lot of items, the trade-off is that we have to pay a lot in taxes. And then we have to fix and deliver a broken sword before the end of the day. So we have quite a bit to do. Oh good, there's a rock over here. So we'll also discover this rock. And poor Kirsten is just so love lost and love lorn and unable to find his way romantically in the world. Keeping an eye. No, I don't see Sea Dog Casey anywhere. Maybe we can send out a plea. We can invite some over. Maybe we'll go in. We'll see what the queen wants first. And then we will go ahead and invite the sim over. But let's go inside and speak with Her Royal Majesty, the Queen, who is currently inside of her palace with advisor Paula and Buildmaster Randolph, writing who knows what kind of treaty right over here at her desk. I love this. I love how we have upgraded her desk too. This is such a lovely castle. Your Majesty, is there anything you need built within the kingdom walls? Alright, good. We're getting good reception even though we're cursed, which is good. Well, normally I handle the ordering of the building around here. You can help the building effort though. The kingdom is always in need of money and tools, and you can donate either. Alright, so I've got money to spare. 250 simoles should suffice. I can make a handful of hammers and donate them to the kingdom. I think that would be quite impressive. So let's go ahead and try that one. This is not what I had in mind when I came to conquer architecture, but perhaps helping the cause is enough for my mastery, I guess. Alright, so we need to go back home and craft 3 of those crudium hammers. And oh, look over here. It happens to be the Marquise Kira. So let's go ahead and inquire about her health and just kind of check in on her. Because the Marquise is actually our countrywoman. So it's important to come and greet her. And we made up the story that she is actually our countrywoman. So it's good to kind of just have a little bit of a chat, maybe about religious preferences to kind of indicate that they're from the same lines and they happen to believe some of the same things. I really like her leaves. I have to admit, I really love the leaves that she has. Alright, oh, and advisor Paula is busy. This is so cool to be like in the castle and watching the characters. Ooh. Inaseta, what are you doing? I don't like that connection. Inaseta's having something, some sort of conversation with Algernon, who's new to me. I don't like that they get along. That just does not bite, like that just can't bite well. Oh, and we learned that Kira is actually agnostic, which is quite interesting. Alright, so let's go ahead and go back home. We're keeping an eye out for Sea Dog Casey. Are we being followed? I thought Kira was going to follow us home for a second. I thought that was kind of interesting. And let's try making some of those crudium hammers to continue helping out. There we go. Helping out the efforts of the kingdom. Sea Dog Casey? Poor lovelorn fool. Oh my gosh, did you guys see that? Wow, guildsmen and guard are having quite the battle over here. Go, guard, go! Alright, well, we'll work on that later. And we'll keep an eye out. I feel so bad because I feel like Kirsten really wants to be able to have some sort of relationship with Sea Dog Casey. And she never has the time of day for any of our Sims, ever. Even the Queen. Alright, and then this is Good Woman Samantha. We are feeling... Oh, we're dropping so many things. We are feeling the urge for some degree of romance. Alright, there's one of the hammers done. Good Woman, poor Clarissa and Good Woman Samantha are fighting. We'll ignore them now, but I kind of wonder if Clarissa is coming back to thank us for intervening when she was being attacked by one of these... This terrible guy I don't like in the kingdom was attacking her the other day. So I wonder if she's actually come back to thank us. And maybe she might thank us with a little bit of a kiss. Or perhaps we shall fall for the beautiful looks of Good Woman Samantha. And we shall turn our eye to other areas of possible romance. Mostly out of desperation. In fact, since she's still here, let's go ahead and maybe get to know her. Just once or twice. I feel like maybe you know, just ask about musical preferences. I feel like he's actually quite the lonely man and really wants to push forward with romance. His heart is set on Sea Dog Casey, but a pretty smile and a pretty face might be enough to distract him until he can eventually find where the Pirate Queen happens to be and why she runs away from his attentions. Alright, there we go. Yay! Oh, we've learned Samantha's friendly. Well, you know what? I could definitely see how that could actually end up starting some sort of relationship. So, we'll continue talking with her. He might even be bold enough to consider, like, flirting with her or something like that while no one else is inside of the house. So maybe we'll discuss artistic works, and we'll go ahead and maybe get to know her a little bit better. And maybe as we get to know her better, since he's mostly just looking for a way to kind of distract himself from Sea Dog Casey. So I don't think we'll start flirting with her like immediately. But you know, if she's a pretty face and she's kind, then Kirsten might be the kind to try to just forget about Sea Dog Casey for a moment. He woke up so sad without a romance after all. Oh, and she's eloquent. So kind and eloquent. It would be hard not to fall for good woman Samantha, I feel. Maybe we'll go ahead and tell her a joke just to see how that would go over. Alright. Alright, how are things going? Okay, they're really getting along actually. I'm kind of surprised. Maybe we can calmly praise her for her beauty now. Will that go over well? Oh, it didn't go over well. Okay, it didn't go over well at all. Can I apologize? We can apologize. We're not very good at romance, I think. Maybe we'll get to know her a little bit better. We'll be more cautious, and we'll try to be more kind. Gosh, I'm just like scaring off all the ladies. It's hard to romance in The Sims Medieval. I'm gonna remember that. All right, and we've also learned that she's an insomniac, so she's basically pretty harmless, friendly, eloquent, and insomniac. There's not really anything bad about her, but I don't think there's anything about the clever, roughhousing, kind of more tricky passion that he actually feels for Sea Dog Casey. However, without Casey's attentions, what can we do? What can we do? Except to spend some time. Did you hear? Surgeon Kalina was mauled by a bear. It's true. I saw the injuries myself. Now he's just telling her all sorts of nonsense. Up. All right, somebody else just came in, so I feel like he would get a little bit shy about talking to her with somebody else here. So let's see. What would it take to make a large soup that we could share? A lot of food. So basically, if I want to make like a large stew, you need multiple fish, or you need some of the vegetables to go with it. So that's really interesting. So you kind of need a little bit of everything. So you kind of do need to start looking into getting a larder if you really want to be able to make some progress. All right, so good woman Samantha has now left us. We are still feeling the sting of rejection, the deep sting of rejection, and we still like Sea Dog Casey quite a bit more. We cannot forget her. And let's see if we can finish up this crudium hammer. It is, after all, a commission for the queen, and so we should probably try to finish it as quickly as possible. All right. Oh my gosh, there's way too many people in here. I think that this would actually make him very irritated. Make room private to owner's household. So yeah, everybody out. Everybody out. It doesn't seem to have mattered. It didn't work, so we're just going to leave this room as public. And at least we have channeled our rage of everybody crowding into our room by leveling up to level 3 of the blacksmith skill. We can now make new armor, hammers, and staves at the forge, and our metalworking requires less time and has a higher chance of success. Fantastic! Hopefully, once we finish this commission for the queen, we can craft all sorts of new things. I have a fine assortment of hammers. I'll bundle them up in a nice package and give them to the castle. Wonderful. And I should also finish fixing and repairing the broken sword really quickly. Where is the broken sword? Ooh, we can make steel plate armor now. Nice. Ooh, and ivory paddles, which I think would be important in the future. Oh, and we can make a steel hammer. What? That's so cool. All right, here's the fixed sword, which we repair with from the broken sword. Okay, hammer metal. I think we should make a better hammer ASAP. Okay. Oh, dang it. I let the coal get too low. There we go. And we fixed up the sword. So let's go ahead and deliver the fixed sword. There's Bloodletter Karina. We were just gossiping about you, Bloodletter Karina. And we need to deliver it. Oh, so the guard woman was actually spending her time dilly-dallying around here and picking duels because she was waiting for us to fix her sword. Fantastic. And then let's go ahead and we are going to give the hammers to the queen just to finish out a very long day for the very overwhelmed, the lonely, and the not very deeply loved yet. Poor Kirsten. I didn't know he was going to be our cursed blacksmith with a romantic streak. That I wasn't quite expecting. All right, Your Royal Majesty. These will be a great help. Here, let me give you a work order for the next building raised in the city. It has your name on it. You might as well have built it yourself. I don't want to waste such a pretty piece of official paper, but I do want to forge it into the next badge. Clearly, I have mastered agriculture. So, all right, we have really started gaining quite a few skills, and it seems that Journeyman Smith Kirspin is actually working quite actively on becoming multi-talented in the kingdom. I think it's funny how he's kind of thinking about flirting a little bit with good woman Samantha, mostly just so he can try to forget about Sea Dog Casey when she ignores him so. But we'll have to see if maybe that has the possibility of going into a romance at some point in time. And we're also going to have to remember that this fashionista Algernon, I really do not like the relationship he seems to have with the devious servant Inesetta. So, we'll have to remember that next time we come and we play as the queen. So I will see you guys next time when we shall craft the badge of architecture. And we shall see what journeys await Journeyman Smith Kirspin next time. Bye-bye, guys.